ABS personal question, but
Yeah.
do you strive to leave the SDS section eventually?
Yeah,
Or
no,
are
that's
you
the
happy
idea.
being the Slay the Spire guy?
No, I'm very upset about it. Genuinely, like, not upset about it, but I don't want to be known for one thing. The goal is to always be a variety content creator. Like yesterday I went and played Lunky. You know, everybody knows that I'm known for Lunky. People don't even consider me just the Slay the Spire guy these days. But I went and played Lunky. I lost in Lunky really early, so I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go play some Rivals, because I'm in a Rivals of Ether 2 event. It's like a Sajam Slam, but for Rivals of Ether 2. I was just grinding some ranked and just practicing and trying to get a little bit better before the tournament starts, and 50% of the comments was normal chat, you know? Just calling me shit. Dude, the TTS memes were so fucking funny with the copy pastas of, you know, Frost is actually pretty good if he just works on his test skills, his aerials, his smash attacks, his recoveries, his edge guarding, and like his survival time. Like, oh my God, that shit was so fucking funny. I love that shit. That was endless fun, and I really appreciated that. And then the other half of the comments were, this Slay the Spire 2 mod looks funny. This Slay the Spire doesn't look weird. Go, like, it's like toxic. Like, those are like people trying to crack jokes, but they're cracking the same joke, right? And it's just the same tired, overplayed fucking joke over and over and over again. It's the same thing as like when a cashier rings something up and the barcode doesn't work and the old man says, so it's free? Or when the guy delivers some chicken tenders to your table, but you didn't order it, and then your one friend says, oh, but we'll eat it if we can't find whose it is. It's the same thing that they hear 1,000 times, and every single time that they hear it, they genuinely want to kill themselves. It is not something that is ever pleasurable at all. But they mean it from a good place, so you don't want to ring that person out from doing that. But the other comments, like, got even really toxic yesterday, where there was a number of people that literally were like, why aren't you playing Slay the Spire? Or not even because I was bad and I was losing. They just joined in and said, go back to Slay the Spire. I don't want to watch this. And it's like, that shit is like, it's not like a depressing thought of, damn, that really hurts to hear. That's like more motivation for me to just push through it. I want to succeed outside of Slay the Spire despite that motherfucker, which is why I continue to do stall every day. That's why I do stall every day. I say it's shareholder value, but it's also, you know, in the majority of my audience that gives a shit and actually supports me financially, does actually want to sit here and be in stall. But I stall to spite the motherfuckers that say all you should do is just gameplay. Because if all I did was gameplay, nobody values you outside of the gameplay. This is here because this brings value to me outside of just being the content creator. You guys know things about me, right? I don't just come on and turn on the gameplay. You know that I drowned as a kid, or that I didn't drown as a kid. You know that I am the chicken noodle soup boy. You know that I run over old ladies with my car. You know all these things about me because I am more than just the Slay the Spire guy. But I'm fine with being known as the Slay the Spire guy in the macro, and being able to just like be called like, oh yeah, do you watch that Slay the Spire guy, Frost Prime?
When's
Absolutely.
the next time you're gonna stream some League of Legends?
January.
I myself am feeling the itch to play again after years of not
The
playing.
new shit looks so good.
Items in the PBE caught my interest for Enchanter supports.
Yeah, the new shit on the PBE looks really fun. So I'm gonna play in January. We're gonna do League Week with Raven. If you go back in my YouTube history, right? Like, I'm like, if you look at me in terms of who I am over the entire course of my tenure on YouTube, you would say that I'm a League of Legends guy. My most popular content is still League of Legends videos. And then you've got like, you know, some random fucking Slay the Spire videos that come up here. But then also you've got Isaac. I was really big in Isaac for a really long time. Some of my biggest videos are Isaac videos, right? Still some more League of Legends videos. I've got a couple up here that are going to be, you know, the teaching videos that I don't think have anything to do with actually Slay the Spire, but obviously still put me in the Slay the Spire section. If you scroll down long enough, you're going to see Balatro. If you scroll down long enough, you're going to see Peglin. There's a bunch of other games that I'm known for. Right now, I've purposely pigeonholed myself into Slay the Spire because Slay the Spire 2's release, and I want to be known right now as the Slay the Spire guy, so that when Slay the Spire 2 comes out, I could essentially, I'm the person using the gravitational pull of Mars to slingshot myself around, where I want to use Slay the Spire 2 as a jumping off point to be able to be big enough to be able to do whatever I want. Because that's like the thing is like, if you can get 5,000 viewers playing Slay the Spire, even if 20% of your viewership stays when you go and play Variety, that's 1,000 concurrent viewers doing whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's like my macro goal. And that could be like a year or two after Slay the Spire 2 comes out. It's not like Slay the Spire 2 comes out, I'm gonna be like, yeah, chat, let me just fucking jack you all off for all your views, and then, oh, you splooge because Slay the Spire 2 comes out, and then I just ride that wave of splooge onto the next game, and I say, fuck all of you, and I no longer care. You know, like, it's I wanna bring enough people in that I then have a big enough audience that like one in the chat, if one of your favorite large creators has gone and done like a Dark Souls playthrough of any of the Dark Souls property, any Souls-like games. I think that you have to be a certain size content creator to be able to get away with that. I think that if you're a small content creator, you can't just go over and like be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do a fucking Elden Ring playthrough. I've never played Elden Ring before. But I think if I could hold 500 to 1,000 concurrent viewers playing Elden Ring, you then get the Elden Ring audience of the Elden Ring section that loves watching creators do their first Elden Ring playthrough and make fun of them. And then that grows you in that section. And then you can go and do the same thing in other sections and play other games and do other various different things. So that's my goal. That's what I want to do. Does that make sense? I love first-time playthroughs of games. It brings in a lot of new people. It really does. But it helps if you have the larger your established audience is, because that's just how Twitch works. Kingmaker system, man. Just is unfortunate, is what it is.
He's an arsonist on a noble quest to escape the wrath of the IRS. He's got conflicting positions in the endless fight for queer folks, animal and tenants' rights. He uses his Tesla to flatten old ladies, and he's marrying someone so out of his league.